Take your silver bar to the U.S. Mint and they will make silver dollars out of it for you. Did you know in the United States before 1873 that was the case? There's a fascinating history of silver in this country. The day silver really died in the United States of America. We like to talk about the 1960s when silver was officially completely taken out of the American coins, but did you know there was a much bigger change that occurred in 1873 here in the United States? Some people refer to it as the crime of 73 because prior to that, the United States was on a bimetallic standard. Silver was actually wholly part of our monetary system, and all that changed in 1873. If you're a stacker of silver, this is a fascinating piece of history, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now. And no, I did not get the basement remodeled. We are in Kansas City at the Great Wolf Lodge, but I've been reading about this Coinage Act of 1873 and wanted to share this with you. It's very interesting and tells us about the history of silver in the United States. Remember the good old days? There's a 1887 Morgan silver dollar. I carry that around with me. Silver used to actually be part of the money in the United States. But let me tell you about this Coinage Act of 1873, the crime of 1873. The Coinage Act of 1873, also known as the crime of 73, was signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant on February 12th, 1873, about 150 years ago. That act officially demonetized silver and established the gold standard as the sole monetary standard in the United States. Prior to the Coinage Act of 1873, the United States had been using a bimetallic standard with both gold and silver coins being used as legal tender. However, this system became unsustainable as an increasing amount of silver was being mined, leading to a decrease in its value compared to gold. And that's kind of what set the stage for this whole thing to occur. The Coinage Act aimed to stabilize the monetary system by setting the value of the US dollar at a fixed weight of gold. This effectively reduced the amount of silver in circulation and limited the supply of silver coins. So apparently what people were doing back then, as silver became more plentiful, you could actually take your coins, you could take silver bullion to the mint and they would mint them into silver dollars. But as the price of silver went down because more silver had been discovered in Nevada at the time, people were taking silver bullion. It was cost effective to get it converted into silver coins because there was a set conversion rate between silver and gold. It was kind of like a way to print your own money, and that was what the government wanted to put an end to. Thank you, yes you, the one and only you, for joining me in Ron's Basement, even when we're not in the basement. And don't you worry, I'll be back there soon. In the meantime, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, share the video, that would really be helpful. The impact of the Coinage Act of 1873 was significant. It led to a contraction in the money supply and a decrease in economic growth, as the decreased availability of silver coins made it more difficult for people to contract business. This led to a recession that lasted for several years. The act also had a significant impact on Western mining states and territories, where silver was a major source of income. The demonetization of silver hit these regions particularly hard, leading to widespread economic hardship. Despite the initial negative impact, the Coinage Act of 1873 did help to stabilize the U.S. monetary system in the long term. The gold standard ensured that the value of the U.S. dollar remained relatively stable. Let me repeat that. The gold standard ensured that the value of the U.S. dollar remained relatively stable, making it easier for people to plan for their future and for business and investment. The Coinage Act of 1873 remained in effect until the Great Depression, when the U.S. government was forced to abandon the gold standard and adopt a monetary policy that allowed for an increase in the money supply. That's money printing, paper money, digital money today in our age, unicorn fart dust, whatever you want to call it. In conclusion, the Coinage Act of 1873 had a profound impact on American monetary policy and economy. It established the gold standard as the sole monetary standard in the United States, leading to a period of monetary stability. I want to repeat that again. It established the gold standard as the sole monetary standard in the United States, leading to a period of monetary stability, but also causing a contraction in the money supply and a decrease in economic growth. Very interesting subject. I mean, it kind of blows my mind to think that prior to 1873, you could take silver bars to the U.S. Mint and they would basically mint silver dollars for you. I hope you enjoyed this video exploring the fascinating history of silver in the United States. Silver, real money. Don't you worry, I'll be back in the basement real soon. Until then, I want you to do one thing. Be well. Take good care of yourself. If you want to watch another video, you can do that here. Don't forget to check out my other channel, How to Ron, and I'll see you soon.